Hey everyone, Allison Gardner here. I think I'm on like take 30 because I don't know how to say this, but I know that I want to and I need to. And I want to talk about how painful and scary the sound of silence is. When you are supporting someone with struggling with a depressive episode, there's different phases to it. There's a phase where you are just sort of noticing that things aren't good, that they're sort of withdrawing from the jokes, from their humor, from fully engaging in conversations, and they just slowly withdraw. And we all go through times when we're quiet and we're introspective and we're thoughtful, and so you don't think a lot about it. And so you don't really know what's going on, or if it's just it was a rough day, or if it's going to be a rough month. And so all you can do is sit back and observe, and all you can do is just watch it play out. And you watch for triggers, and you watch for things that you've seen before and the patterns that you've seen before. And so first is this sort of withdrawal of they're not engaging with you in the same way. And you just kind of wait it out, because it could mean any number of things. And then you hear offhand comments about wanting to leave and never come back, or that things would just be better if they weren't here anymore. And you just sort of take those in stride, and you feel little darts going into your heart, because you know that if you try and argue with it, it won't change anything. And so you just listen and you wait. And those are the things that make you ache, because you hear them saying that about themselves. You hear them saying that they don't like themselves, or you say that you love them. And they say, that's a shame, because I don't like myself. I hate myself. And so you hear things like that, and you just hurt for them, because there's nothing you can do about it. That's just how they feel. And any kind of argument, they just entrench back into how they're feeling more. And so you just listen, and you silently wait it out. And then there's the scare. You just feel scared or fearful or afraid, because they say that they are going to leave, and they don't know if they're going to come back. And they are an agent unto themselves, and you're checking in to see, okay, where are they really at on a scale of 1 to 10? What's really going on, and what's happening? And you feel you're scared, but you feel at peace with it, so you let it play out. and you're a little scared, but you're trying to keep it together, and you watch it play out, and then they come back, and it's okay. Okay, let's be honest, it's not okay at all, but because of where you're at, it's as okay as it is going to be. And so you let it play out. And that's scary. So the first one makes your heart ache for them. The second one is tense and scary for everybody. And then the third one just hurts you. I mean, well, let me explain it. It's when the silence descends. It's when the talk stops, and they are so stuck in their own head that they can't even engage with you at all. And you know stuff is happening in their head, but there's no opening to talk about it. There's no way to move through it. You don't know what to do. And it is in that silence that that's when I freak out a little bit. Because I don't know what to do. I don't know I blame myself because I feel like there's an anger underlying the silence. And the thing is that anger isn't pointed at me, but I feel it there. And so I think that it's my fault. And I feel like because we can't talk about it, and because I don't know how to work through it, that it's got to be my fault. And so then I just kind of have to sit and process, and you move into the same room with that person and they leave the room. Or you try and say something supportive and they either turn away from you completely or give you a look, and you just know to not say anything. And so for me, that's the one that's hard. And I wish that I had an answer for what to do about it. I wish that I knew what would make it better. But I guess this video is for the people who've seen the cycle to know that you're not doing anything wrong. I've watched this cycle play out a lot. And we make it through. As I said in my other video, it is a season. It is just a part of the cycle, and he's still taking his medications, he's still doing things he needs to do, but it is what it is. And so I want you to know that you being there does make a difference. And you going through that cycle with him matters, and there are no quick fixes. But it will be okay. And so if you are blaming yourself, or if you are in the middle of it feeling like there's nothing you can do, what you can do is be kind to yourself. Because when there is that much dark in your home, there's got to be a spot of light. And Satan knows that if he can get your spouse in this icky place and then get you blaming yourself for this icky place, that there is stuff running rampant and misery is all over in your house. But if you can take a step back and realize that it isn't you, if you can take a step back and realize that it's just the cycle going through the cycle, then there is still light in your home, and then there is still hope, and there is a chance for peace in your home. And so if you're in the middle of it, I know there are no quick fixes, and I know that as soon as I finish this video that I'll still be going, how come there are no quick fixes? But it can be okay. I used to be really angry, and I would run from God because I didn't know why he was doing it, why this cycle kept playing out over and over and over again. And then I realized that this cycle will play out over and over and over again because we live in mortality. But it's a whole lot easier if I do it with God. And if I realize that my Savior knows how to meet me. So please invite them in and let them meet you where you are, because then there can be light in your home, and then maybe the cycle won't last quite as long. Thank you for joining me. If you have your own experience to share, I hope that you'll message me or you'll reach out. Doing this when you feel alone is a lot harder than doing it when you know there's a group of people who understand. So please reach out. Know you are not alone, and know that you will make it through. And I will see you next time.